What is going on, the Entrepreneur Experience audience? It's so good to see you again and know that you're listening in. Well, we kind of took this week off because last week was Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and we record them a week ahead.
A week ahead, yep. And I think the funny thing is the one that we recorded that came out on Valentine's Day had to do with hustle and grind, but then it quickly went into marriage because that's important. So we're like, okay, well, let's spend Valentine's Day with our wives. And I know that all of you guys are mature enough to understand this. You know, I actually rather be with my wife than be in this podcast room.
Come on, man.
Even though it does really, really well, like I'm excited to just date my wife.
Hey, and you should be that way.
Yes.
To be honest.
It's not you, it's me. But I don't know if you remember, like Jared had the pink lights on last time when the intro. I'm so glad you didn't do that again.
It just like right before I hit record, he's like, "Don't do pink, don't do pink." So guys, find out Action Coach South Kansas City's address and send him a bunch of pink stuff.
Oh boy.
Oh man, he'll hate you, but you'll get his attention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, do the same thing with JT Visuals.
No, don't bring me into it.
Maybe send them some girly shirts instead that are pink. How about that? So,
you know those old shirts that was like real men wear pink?
Right. Remember one of the days like men wore like low cut V-cut shirts too? Like it was like a hipster thing.
I was doing that.
I'm like, dude.
It wasn't like super low. And then there was this... There was like an SNL skit about that.
Oh, I don't know.
The lower it goes.
Okay, SNL. Let's talk about that really quick. Today's just a BS show, right? Like
it's a bonus 5 minutes
of bonus.
Yep.
Outtakes. We're gonna be in and out, right? So,
like the burger.
Dude, In-N-Out's my favorite burger in California. But dude, let me get back to my point. What was I gonna say? Oh no, SNL.
Okay,
dude,
good.
Some of the greatest actors came from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah.
And In Living Color. Remember that one?
Nope.
Oh, you haven't seen In Living Color?
No. In fact, I don't even really watch SNL. I just watch their clips or YouTube shorts.
But you see some of the actors of the day, like in their younger days, like trying to become famous.
All right, guys, don't make fun of me, but Living Color, that's the show.
Living Color.
Or that's an SNL portion?
No. It's totally different, I think. Okay. Go to YouTube, In Living Color. This is Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx.
Really?
They were all young. I think it was in the 80s. And it was just a comedy thing, kind of like Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Just watch it. You'll thank me later. On our next podcast, you'll be like, we'll be using so many like examples from those. Just watch it.
Dude, what does humor do for your business? Because like, man, if I'm like, whatever I'm watching on Netflix really affects my mood. And so like if I'm watching these dark, really mysterious murder mystery type things. What's that one that everyone watched like around 2019 or so? Making a Murderer.
Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
What affects your mood?
Yeah, it really
affects how you fear about things.
Yeah, but then I go and I watch The Office.
Oh my gosh! Which one, the English version or the American version?
The American version.
Yeah, that's the best one.
So I'm laughing. If I take a lunch break and I watch like a 30-minute episode or whatever, and then while I'm eating, and then go back, I'm in like the best mood.
In the best mood,
and the productivity actually rises.
I love humor. Humor does something to your brain.
Yeah.
The Bible says laughter is like medicine to your soul.
Right.
Like it makes you feel really good.
Yeah.
Okay, talking about The Office. So just the other day, I was walking around the office and I just started saying, parkour.
Yes.
Parkour. If you don't know that scene, it's like Michael and, God, I'm forgetting his name already. Dwight was like doing flips, all kicking stuff, and they're like, parkour. Parkour is like these professional people that jump off of buildings. And it was just like, I was just walking on parkour.
But they were doing it in the smallest things.
It was like, so, dude, just watch it. Go to YouTube, put The Office
parkour scene. And then, it's like the intro, and then, dude, and there's like this box, and they're like, all right, from the dumpster to this to the box, and then they would go do it, but the box had nothing in it, and they fell straight through.
Dude, my favorite one, not my favorite one, but one that rings true is when Jim, right, was a young kid.
Yeah,
he was training Dwight with like mint. Remember?
Okay.
He was talking about like, okay, so I learned on something, How to Train a Wild Animal. So he was training Dwight, like every time a bell rung or something like that, he gave him a mint.
Oh, yeah.
And then one time he did it without you, and then Dwight was like, "Where's my mint? Where's my mint?"
But he didn't have it.
Yeah. So it's like, I love how funny it is because it's the stupidest stuff. Like, like that's not a roll on the floor laughing moment, but it is because it's like you understand what's happening. And then my all-time favorite was when he put the stapler in the Jell-O.
Yes.
Freaking Jim, Michael! Remember that one? Like, he was just like,
Was that the same episode? Because I like the one where it was like he sent messages from the future to the fax machine. Was that the same episode?
I don't know. It's like all clumped.
Yeah.
Because now I watch just short little YouTube shorts about it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not the kind of person that rewatch it 1,000 times. Honestly, I've probably seen it 2 or 3 times.
Now I want to rewatch it. Now we're talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, if it puts you in a good mood, and as long as you're like spending your time wisely, and dude, it's good quality time with whoever you're watching with.
My wife and I, we love laughing together.
Yeah, you feel like you grow closer when you do that. Share jokes. So many benefits.
So many benefits.
But speaking of The Office, this is how it's related to today. I just saw an episode the other day, or a commercial for this new movie called If, and it's for imaginary friends. That's what If means. And it's, who's that guy? Ryan Reynolds. And it's got Steve Carell as the voice of the,
Steve Carell.
Yeah. And then it has John Krasinski is the one that directed it.
This is already going to be hilarious.
So he's been moving into director role and stuff. Yeah. And it's a good family movie. They're lacking on these. There's not a lot of good family movies. Yeah. Okay. It'll have the upbeat humor.
My favorite cartoon that Steve Carell voiced over was Despicable Me when he was Gru.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. He was so good on that one.
In this movie, If, one of the trailers, do you remember in The Office when John was replaced by the Asian?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Jim was replaced by the Asian
Jim,
guy.
sorry, not John.
They pranked Dwight, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They did this as an ad for this movie.
What?
They completely replaced it and they put John Krasinski everywhere, but it's that same guy. So it's a little bit of an inside joke and kind of a far reach, but man, that was effective because they have
John
such a
Krasinski. He played really well in that movie. What was it when they couldn't say anything? There's aliens.
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place.
So
and that's
good.
his wife, like his real wife. Like they both played really well together.
And he directed that too. So
yeah.
Now he's moving really more towards that, and
then did
he makes good movies.
Jack Ryan, he's the Netflix show. He's really good in that too.
Yeah, and then 13 Hours.
Yes,
I love that one.
Dude, 13 Hours. He's like an all-around great actor.
Yeah,
really cool guy. But anyways, guys, this was a BS like awesome. Here's a bonus for you guys of just in our minds.
Yeah. So
enjoy. Well, it's going to be a week after Valentine's Day when you see this. So I hope you had a great Valentine's Day.
Yep.
If you're married, if you have a significant other. If you don't, I hope that you figured out what to do that night. You know, just hang out with some friends maybe and
maybe watch some rom-coms. I don't know.
Rom-coms with Top Ramen, right? So I don't know. We're just saying stuff right now. This is funny.
Well, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out. Stay strong, y'all.
All right.
I'll see you next week, right? We'll see you.
Yes. Yeah. And keep on keeping on.